Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you can see, we're starting barefaced because we're going to be testing all of the new complexion stuff from Colourpop. So my friend Craig was over in the USA when this stuff launched, and I was like, babe, can you pick it up for me and I'll like pay you the money? And of course, he's so sweet. He was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So he picked it up and then he shipped it to me when he got back from his holiday. So I picked up two no filter foundations because of course I was picking my shade based online. So I think I've gone okay, but I got dark 175 and dark 166, can't get the words out, dark 165, and this is what the packaging looks like. I will get the prices and everything very soon, but I did pay him £40 for all of this stuff, and of course there was no customs charges, there was no shipping charges because it's free delivery in the USA over a certain amount of dollars. So yeah, it's worked out really well for me, because if I was to order this from the Colourpop website and ship it over to me, it would be a lot more than £40. So I'm very happy because I got two foundations, two concealers. I got their no filter pressed powder in the shade dark, and I also got the no filter setting powder in the shade banana, and the concealers I got in the shade medium dark 36 and dark 40. So let's hope this all works for me. I have got a little bit of a tan since, you know, summer is here. Also, I have like a fresh spot right there. It's like so ripe. I just want to squeeze it, but I'm not going to. So, okay, so let me get all the prices and stuff out of the way before we move into testing. So the foundation retails for $12, which is really good. That's about what, like 10? Less than £10, £8 maybe. The no filter loose setting powder retails for $9, which is like what, £5, £6 maybe. And the no filter concealer retails for $6, which is about £4. And then the no filter, okay, so it's called no filter basically, pressed powder retails for $9. So everything is pretty affordable. Everything's under $10 apart from the foundation, but everything seems to be under £10 if you're buying it here in the UK. Let me go ahead and swatch the shade. So we're going to start with dark 165, and this is what the packaging looks like. So it comes in a little box like this. I did notice, however, the box doesn't have ingredients on it, so that's probably on the website, but I don't know, are you allowed to sell products without the ingredients listed? I don't know. Like, what if this goes into store one day and there's no like ingredients on it at all? I don't know, I just think that's weird. Doesn't every box have the ingredients on it? So you do get 25 milliliters of product, which I think is really good for the price. It comes with a pump. It is a glass bottle, and yeah, I really like the packaging with the stars and everything. So let's go ahead and swatch this shade. Okay, so it is quite liquidy. You can see it does run down my face, and this is dark 165. And that is 175. So they both, I don't know, on camera they look pretty orange. I'm gonna go in with the dark 165 shade, which was the first shade that I swatched. But first I'm gonna go in with primer, and I'm gonna use the Revolution Pro Pore Primer. Okay, so let's go in with the foundation. I'm gonna start with like that much. Okay, and I'm just gonna begin blending that in. A little bit light, but that's why I got two shades, just in case, so I can mix. It's just a little bit ashy. So I'm going to take the next shade that I got, which is dark 175, and just top that. But so far, I like the coverage, guys. Do you see how it's just like covered my scarring and stuff? So I'm going to use this shade now. I'm going to do half my face so you guys can see like side by side. The coverage I really like it's medium full, I would say. Like, I could still see a little bit of my scarring, but for the amount of foundation that I put, this is really good coverage because I do have a lot of scarring. So side by side, it's really flawless, and it feels really lightweight on my face. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing foundation at all. It doesn't feel heavy or anything like that. It looks really nice. It hasn't dried yet, or I don't know if it dries, but it's got this like skin like dewy type of finish. So I'm going to take one more pump of the 175 shade over here and just blend that in. It really does blend really easy. And I have no concealer or color corrector underneath. It looks really flawless, guys. Like, the coverage is amazing for $12. Yes. So here we have a side by side, and I think you guys can see like it's such a huge difference. So first impression wise, I do like this foundation. It's got a really nice like coverage. It's not cakey at all. I'm not sure on the finish yet because like I said, it is quite a dewy finish, and even this side is not drying down, and I am used to like the Maybelline Superstay foundation, which does dry down like kind of instantly. So we'll see if this dries down anymore while I'm doing my eyeshadow and eyebrows, but for now it does have a very like dewy finish. Okay guys, and I'm back. So my eyes and all of that is done. So far the foundation has dried down slightly. It seems to be like a demi matte type of finish. It's not as dewy as when I left you guys, but it's definitely not 100% matte, and also it's not as orange as how I left you. Like, I don't know if it's me, but it's looking a bit grey. I don't know if it's me. I would have to see it once it's on camera, but in real life I feel grey. Like around my mouth, like, don't you think it's looking a bit grey? Like, I left you looking orange and now I look a bit grey. But it's fine, we're gonna continue and see how it comes out when we're finished. So next we have the No Filter Concealer, and I got two shades. I got 36 and 40. So let's start with 36, which looks like this. It's like a warm tone yellow concealer. Now, of course, I do like to highlight underneath my eyes to give myself a brightening, and this looks like it will be the perfect shade for that. But let me compare it to what I usually use, which is the Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C12. And this is what that looks like. So this one seems to be a bit more of a cooler undertone, and Colourpop seems to be more of a warmer undertone. And then I also have Colourpop number 40 concealer, and this one is more of a deeper yellowy warm tone concealer. They're very similar, 36 and 40, which is why I picked up both, because I wasn't quite sure which would work for me. So what I'm gonna do is start with, sorry about that guys, my camera died, but yeah, I'm starting with 36, and this one's called Medium Dark 36. Wow, it seems to have tons of pigment. I love the applicator. It's a flat double-sided brush, and I feel like it just picks up a lot of product at once. So I'm gonna do that much first, and let's begin dabbing it in. Wow, look at that coverage. I'm gonna do around my mouth because I wanna get rid of that gray cast, which I really don't know where that came from. Oh my God. I love this concealer. I can see it. I can see my Revolution like quaking right now. My Revolution is shaking, like, what? Look at that coverage. And the color is like perfection. It's got the most gorgeous golden undertone. I wish I got a deeper, darker shade to contour with, because I'm obsessed so far. And at the minute, it's not a dewy finish. It has like a skin-like finish. It's like a demi-matte once again. It's not overly dewy, but it does have a really nice, like, flawless finish. So of course, what we're gonna go in with next is the No Filter setting powder, and I did pick up the shade Banana because I thought that would suit my skin tone the best. So this is what it looks like, and it comes with how much product? So you get 8.5 grams in here, which for the price is really not bad. I think it was like $9 once again. So it does have a plastic cover to cover the holes, and then there is holes in there. So I'm just gonna shake some of the product out. Okay, so this is the color of Banana, and I'm actually really shocked at how yellow it is. I'm gonna compare it to my Sacha Buttercup Light powder. So this is Sacha Buttercup Light powder, and then this is Colourpop Banana powder. So very similar, but I feel like the Sacha Buttercup Light is a little bit lighter. So that concealer does crease underneath the eyes if you don't set it. So yeah, I would recommend setting it. So what I'm gonna do is like a sponge on this side and then a brush on this side, and we can see, you know, which gives the better result. So I'm gonna take the banana powder on my sponge and just press that underneath my eyes. So far, that looks flawless, guys. Like, it really does. So I'm also gonna set around my mouth. I usually do this anyway. So far, I love the color. It's not too yellow for me. Like the Sacha Buttercup is too yellow. You can see like a yellow cast on my face, but this is a really nice yellow. So that is how it applies with the sponge, and of course I have left excess powder so we can dust it away. But now I'm gonna take a brush and like dust it underneath my eyes. So I'm just gonna press that in. Okay, so next we're gonna take the No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder, and I got mine in the shade Dark. They do have one darker, which is called Deep Dark. So this is what the, This is what the packaging looks like, super cute. And then this is the back. So it does come with a mirror, and then this is the shade. Usually I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in dark, and then this is the Colourpop pressed powder in dark. So they're very similar shades, if not the same shade. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this and dust it all over my face. And I'm just gonna dust off the excess powder using this. Okay guys, so do you know what? So far, so good. It looks really, really flawless. I do prefer the side that I pressed in with my sponge. I feel like this side, this setting powder is kind of sitting on the skin a little bit, whereas this side is kind of like pressed into the skin. So I do prefer applying the loose powder with a sponge. Okay guys, so I am back. I've just went ahead and did my bronzer and lipstick off camera. So that is it for all of the Colourpop stuff that I wanted to test out. And do you know what? I'm very impressed. My face looks so flawless right now. The only thing that's kind of throwing me off is this kind of white grey cast, and I'm not quite sure where it's coming from, because of course there was the foundation issue where it just kind of looked a bit off in real life. I will have to see how the footage looks, but in real life it was slightly grey, and I'm not quite sure why. And even now there is kind of like a grey cast, and I don't know if it's the banana powder or the foundation. I don't really know. I feel like I have to play about with it a bit more, but in terms of that is color problems, but in terms of formulation and stuff like that, the foundation is beautiful. It looks super flawless, and everything I use blended on top of it beautifully. So yeah guys, that was my thoughts on everything Colourpop. I definitely will continue to use it and, you know, see if my thoughts or opinions change, but so far everything is really decent. I would say if I had to pick like a top 2 products, I would say definitely go for the concealer and the foundation. I really do like the coverage and the finish of the foundation, but like I said, I need to see if that's where the grey cast is coming from, so I'll try it a couple more times. Plus I need to see how it lasts throughout the day. So I would say first impression wise, I really do like the foundation, but I have to try it a bit more than once to tell you 100% if it's worth it. But yeah, that is it for this video. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye.